Come yap with me while I make some matcha. And today we're going to be talking about boundaries. Um, I've noticed that not a lot of people understand what boundaries are, and whether they understand or not, they might not agree to it. But for those that don't exactly, get how to understand the behind of it, it's basically, I'm going to give a simple definition, and that is boundaries are rules for how I allow others to treat me. Boundaries are not punishment, threats, or attempts to control someone else. And I notice that people that don't have much more of a higher EQ, they understand systems better than feelings. There are people that only think with feelings and people that only think with, logical side. And there's also people that only think about themselves. But we're just going to explain here kind of like what boundaries are. And I'm going to give an example of this. Like, think of boundaries like property lines. You can walk on your own lawn however you want, but if you step onto mine, I'll ask you to move back. And that's not me being mean, it's just respecting space. So, we're going to be avoiding feelings and we're going to use logic. As in, if this happens, I will do Y. And some examples of this is if you raise your voice at me, I will end a conversation. If you show up late, I'll start without you. If you lie to me, I will leave. It's not blaming, and there's no explaining why repeatedly. And this is where some people do get stuck. Like, thing is, you're free to do what you want, but I'm also free to decide what I participate in. They control their behavior, and you control your response. And some people with low EQ may also argue, minimize, mock, say you're too sensitive, test a boundary repeatedly. And that doesn't mean that your boundary is wrong. It means it needs consistent enforcement. Basically, you need to keep saying, like, I've already explained this, I'm following through now. There's no extra emotion that you need to give and no new explanation. You've already stated your boundary once. And one sentence that I know you can reuse is, this isn't about how you feel about it. This is what I'm willing to accept. So, if someone refuses to understand boundaries after clear explanations and consistent consequences, the issue isn't low EQ, it's lack of respect. Boundaries don't require agreement, they require enforcement. There's also a quote that I do like. I said it in the beginning a bit, but it's that people can understand a boundary and still disagree with it. Agreement is not required. But you don't have to like my boundary for it to exist. It's not a negotiation, it's information. You can also explain it to them like this, like understanding means you know the rule. Agreeing means you like the rule. Rules still apply even when people don't like them. Or another example, you don't understand that I don't accept being yelled at. You don't agree with it. So if you yell, I'll leave. That's just how it works. And these kind of help avoid circular arguments. Like for them, you just have to say, you don't need to agree, just respect it. Or, we don't have to see it the same way. Or, I'm not asking for permission. And another is, this is my limit. Thing is, if they say it's unfair, stupid, or too much, and you can just tell them you're allowed to think that, but I'm still going to enforce it. And I want you guys to understand that boundaries are about consent, not consensus. Once you stop trying to make them agree, the power struggle ends. And if you guys have any other questions about boundaries or anything else in general, just leave a comment below.